Welcome to the Chatbox, everybody. This is a very special day. It's Eagle County Gives for Colorado Gives, where we have so many non-for-profit organizations that we can represent, and we chose
High Five Access Media.
Yes. Now, there's many reasons why we chose you guys. Number one, Jen Saito, Liz Farron, and Brett Ferraro.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. We're coming to you from High Five Access Media. Now, my first thought was just to do it because we love you guys and we are appreciative of you giving us this space for podcast use. But then, since we've been with you guys, I think this is our 11th episode
your 11th
of the
episode.
Chatboxvale.com.
Yeah.
Where did I get .com from? Anyway.
It's the morning.
Go to our YouTube channel. Go to their YouTube channel.
We're here extra early to get this out here, and so I'm not all functioning yet. But after I learned, after so many months of being with you guys, we realized you all do way more for the community than I ever expected. I used to think, oh, they just sit through town council meetings and record them. How lame. But it's not lame, number one, because that's for the community. Mm-hmm. And number two, you guys are always looking for donations and volunteers, and you have so many octopus arms in the basket.
Yeah, so
That's my favorite phrase.
Yeah, octopus arms in the basket. That is a good one, Liz.
I don't know.
No. But it is very accurate to what we do. We have very long-reaching, or we have lots of reach in all sorts of parts of our community. As you said before, we do a lot about the government meetings, which is all about just making sure our community is informed about what's happening in our community, obviously.
Don't let the word government make you click off. There's a lot more to go.
Yeah, for sure. And then we also like to partner with a bunch of other nonprofits to make sure that their message gets out. So
I love that.
Yeah, right. We work closely with Speak Up, Reach Out, the Library District. We do a bunch with Walking Mountains as well. So all sorts of different nonprofits in the area that we do video production for and make sure that they get some really awesome products to make sure that they get their message out.
That's wonderful. So a non-for-profit promoting other non-for-profits, that's what you call teamwork.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we have such a wonderful group of organizations here in the Valley. Our nonprofits are some of the best in the world, and we want to make sure that their message goes out to the community and the world at large in the best way possible. So we love to work very closely with our other nonprofit partners.
I think it's beautiful because between all of the nonprofits, our children are taken care of, our older people are taken care of. The whole community is our mental health, not only because of the Chatbox Vale, but other purposes through non-for-profit organizations are taken care of.
Yes.
The growth and the mind of children is so much better taken care of because our non-for-profit organizations and people with brain injury. I mean, there's just the list goes on, but everybody is taken care of.
Yeah. So that is our main goal, or one of our major goals is to make sure that all of our nonprofit organizations here in the Valley feel taken care of and feel like they're getting the most out of their messaging going forward. And I love how you talked about working with children, because that is another one of our arms, or octopus arms, as you say, Liz, is we do work very closely with with the schools to try and make sure they have good programming for media literacy, just media in general for kids that sort of want to go into this field. This is one of the best stepping stones that you can do. Get your hands on some cameras, get some experience creating and storytelling, really.
Yes.
So it's really fun. That's a major part of my job is working with children. We do a summer camp every summer. We're working on getting an after-school program together for some of our schools, so
that's
kids
awesome.
can come in. And
not like the after-school specials I used to watch, right?
No. So yeah, definitely a lot of fun, a lot of talking about storytelling, and kids walk away with a marketable skill, that they can bring into the workforce later, and hopefully keep it here in the Valley, but go out and live their best lives that they can,
That's beautiful. I wish they had stuff like that when we were younger because really it was go to school, get yelled at, and come home.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, get in trouble and come back.
It hasn't changed that much, but
It hasn't, but
we're trying to change the narrative a little
with
bit.
programs such as this, and there are a few other non-for-profits out there that gear completely towards kids, and some that have developmental issues and all that stuff. And there's nothing. I don't know about you, Jen, but don't you feel pride in your? I never thought I'd say that in this. I feel proud of my community, but I really, really do.
Absolutely. And I think there's so many ways to engage and to connect, and there's so many different arms of the octopus
Absolutely.
that really, that kind of fit the niche for everyone, in the community. And I think that's what's so great. And you can find, somebody that does something for everyone.
Something for everybody. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love to think that our valley, we have very wonderful people that are doing really wonderful work to try and help everyone here. As I said before, I think our nonprofits here are world class.
Yep.
Just like our ski slopes, So I think it helps to have wonderful people doing wonderful things, and it makes my job here easier being able to work with those people. So,
Jen, let's talk a little bit about B and what they do at their job.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I mean, we've seen how much you do. It's pretty incredible. We were trained by Brett.
Yes, and you are definitely the magic that happened. I would say you're the Oz of.
Except we're not scared of you.
Yeah. I'm not
good,
I'm not.
good human.
There's not a giant head somewhere. You just see me behind the curtain the whole time. Well, I'm the one that likes to work on all the buttons, so we can have all the Brett. Ooh, let's talk about Brett. Let's
talk about Brett, baby. Let's talk about you and not me. You? Wow. Oh my God, I love you so much. Now, we started this podcast over at the radio station that I work for, KZYR, the Zephyr, and you were part of it all the way back then.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been going. We're finally getting some legs, octopus legs.
Octopus legs.
And we're finally starting to, it's been 3 years for crap out loud, but still.
It's so awesome to see how much you guys have grown and how the production has changed over the years. And all your wonderful guests every week is so awesome to see both of you also just grow as podcasters as well. I think it's been awesome to watch your whole...
the dynamic is definitely growing.
Oh, for sure.
But that dynamic would not be the same without you.
Hell no.
I appreciate that.
And
I have
definitely experienced that too. So
Right.
I think you make us and you complete us.
And I don't want to sound biased, but I love KZYR. It's my job.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed being at TV8. Mm-hmm. But the thing that we got here at High Five Access was hands-on knowledge. Like what we used to do is just sit down and go, and you would do all the work.
Yeah, luckily I've been able to sort of push it off, and that's just because of the wonderful equipment we have here. It's very push and play. Like anyone can come in and make a podcast. It's super easy, and I like how you say you just sort of we're just going before, and then you'd have someone else do all the work. Well, now you guys have a little bit more work, especially you, Liz, with the whole editing thing, but it's still super easy. I mean, you come in and out, you come in, do a podcast, edit it. It takes no more than 2 hours, maybe 2.5.
Right.
All together with everything together.
But what the difference is between us being here and the other places is that we went through training. We know how to run those things. We know how to turn those things on. We know how to push these things. And we know the direction of these things the way they belong. Well, so my point is that we really went through training. And because of the training here at High Five, we can also check out equipment if we wanted to go to an event and film it for High Five, if we think it's good for the community. And I've also done a couple of your volleyball games. And the 4th of July.
The 4th of July.
Yeah, the 4th of July. That was fun. That was crazy busy.
No, that one's insane, that production. So that's actually, Liz, something that I do want to push off of, which is our volunteer opportunities here. So you don't have to become a member. You can just come and volunteer volunteer with us, have you ever thought about like, oh, maybe I do want to be behind the scenes. I do want to work in media. I want to know how a camera works. I sort of want to know what a production looks like. We do a bunch of those a year. Our two main ones is, as you said before, 4th of July. So every 4th of July,
fun.
we cover the Veil Parade, which is super fun, right? It's an early morning, but...
That was the only hard part.
yeah. But the energy is immaculate. You know, you're right in Lion's Head at Veil, and... it's just such a fun time. We feed you, and you get to learn all about video, how a camera works, sort of what we're looking for in productions, and you are surrounded by a bunch of other awesome volunteers, right?
Oh my gosh.
That's so fun to be around, too.
And I met so many cool people. A lot of the people that were there, especially on 4th of July, and then we saw them again at your Christmas party.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what a vast array of humans.
Yes.
There's so many different vibes and people and ages and just thought processes. I mean,
Right.
it was great. I mean, I think you have everybody from high school to me.
Well, and history. You guys have been around for 40 years.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
Absolutely something
Yeah.
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Thank you for segueing that, Liz. Or not Liz, Jen.
That was Jen.
Yeah, that was
We're
Jen.
like the
You're
same
Liz.
person.
That was Liz.
You guys.
We really have morphed
I'm
into
just
one.
getting it from both sides. Just this.
I just
want
to be taller, so you can call me Jen.
All right, when I calm down.
Never calm down.
Yeah, no, I can't around you two. That's for sure. Well, yes, thank you, Jen. Yeah, we do have quite a history here, as you said before, 40 years here in the Valley, which is pretty spectacular, right? Not a lot of companies, and especially nonprofits, can say that for the Valley. And so we've been basically through the thick and thin of the Vail Valley, covering every inch of it that we can, and helping, distribute it to the world. But most importantly, to our local community. That is who we are here for. We want to have community members come in like you guys, which we always appreciate, our local community members who want to come in and actually tell stories, say what's happening in the Vail Valley, and especially this podcast talking about such an important issue such as mental health in the Valley. It's not talked about enough here in the Valley, and it's a major problem. And I'm just love the fact that both of you are here highlighting that and sort of trying to help people around,
Well, we're a mess. We have to get back.
Aren't we all, Liz? That's why we need the podcast.
Exactly. And that's what I like about here, because you give us free reign. You give us the opportunity to learn how to work everything. And then Jen and I were not podcasters per se when we started this, so thanks for that compliment about us becoming better. I mean, my history is in radio, and you'd think it's close, but it's really not. No. Because, radio, you're just introducing songs. Here, we're introducing people that matter, people that focus on taking care of people, whatever their needs may be, especially in the mental health and emotional department. Right. And we have brought in so many unique guests, and just we will continue to do so.
Right.
And it's all through you guys. And this is the best part. This is the most secure part I have with us. You're not going anywhere, so we're not going anywhere.
That is so true, Liz. And we love to have partners such as you guys, and really driven individuals that really want to come in and tell their story and tell other people's stories, which is like why I love this whole format so much, is that I personally get to also meet all these wonderful guests that you bring in. People I've never would have interacted with before, and hearing their stories it makes me feel more connected with the Valley as a whole.
Oh, that's so special. I love that.
Well, you guys are special, both of you, really. So it sort of feels like 1 in 100, but I know there are a ton more people out there in the Valley that have stories that I'm sure will either come on your podcast, or if they want to talk about something besides the mental health aspect that you guys like to focus on, which I think is important, they're more than welcome to come over here too and start their own podcast. So we've ended up with one of our guests. Yes.
Dana, who now she came on and she was doing a podcast from her house.
Yes.
And she was fuzzy and sounded like this. So she decided to try one here, and she was crisp and the lighting. I mean, you guys, this is state of the art.
Yeah.
And it's just a real beautiful thing. And we feel comfortable here. It's just like our second little living room.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, that is. We do want to make sure that the vibe is good here, and we think we do a good job. Obviously, you guys are coming back, and Dana is now beating. I think she has 12 episodes with us.
Well, what does she do? One every day?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, wait, Dana,
to be
slow
fair,
your roll.
To be fair, her podcasts are averaging a little shorter than your guys's, and she doesn't have to worry about the guests, which obviously.
She just talks herself?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I'm impressed. I wouldn't be able to do that at all. So
I need my girl over there.
I know, I need you.
Otherwise, I look like a psycho. What are you talking about? Shut up. You shut up.
Octopus arms. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Anyway, I think we got a little off topic.
That's okay. That's normal for us.
Which I love so much.
I mean, what you see here, we're like goofy, but we're kind of like family.
Oh, for sure.
And that's what High Five Access Media is, really. I mean, we've been to a couple of gatherings with you guys. You are a family. It's so lovely to see. Everybody's so sweet and welcoming and altruistic. And just a couple of names I would love to throw out there that I have met that are incredible. JK is the proud owner.
Executive director.
Oh, who owns this joint?
No, it's community owned, and
well, that makes sense.
You're right.
No, that makes sense. Okay.
And we have a board of directors that technically are in charge, but he sort of does the day-to-day operations.
Yeah, JK is a wonderful human being and
amazing.
does so much for the community.
Oh, absolutely.
And his job is basically to run things.
Yeah, basically. He's the big boss, does all the big decision making, make sure that we have the right equipment, make sure we have our productions in order, works closely with our nonprofit partners, and he's also in charge of fundraising. But we'll talk more about that maybe in a little
minute.
bit.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that because we want to raise some funds for this place because we love it. And so let's talk about another couple of people that are very important here. Now, Jonathan. Okay, he does a lot of programming and stuff.
Yeah.
And boy, he has the greatest stories of his past. I mean, this guy has been through it and back again. He's really funny.
Oh, for sure. No, he is an absolute riot. Wonderful person to talk to, just to chat about. Has such an interesting life. Has worked in a number of community broadcasts.
Yes.
All over the country, especially in Virginia and East Coast, and we have the lovely privilege of bringing him out to our wonderful Vail Valley.
I love that.
He's been working for High Five for about 3-4 years now, and his technical title is government something. But he basically
Lackey.
He's the manager. He does all the government meetings, which is a very important part of
is.
if not the most flashy. So,
but the truth is, I mean, I joke around about politics and government just because I can. But when you think about local communities, it's a lot different. Nobody's trying to run us out, and nobody's trying to take our money. Everybody is doing for the best for the community. So when there are government meetings and town council meetings and other stuff.
Yeah, all sorts. So we cover a bunch of like the rec district for Vail, and we do core transit. So if you ever use the bus system, we cover those meetings. We do the local housing authority for Vail. We do the big one, school board meetings.
Oh, that is
well.
important.
That one's an important one. So yeah, we cover all sorts of meetings here in the Valley. And Jonathan definitely has his workload trying to make sure that all of them are covered and that our community can watch them so they don't have to go to the meetings. So one of our favorites, Tim, the Chicken Man, always.
I was just gonna say it's not always Chicken Man that you can see.
He is a very wonderfully civically engaged human, and he always promotes being civically engaged, and that's what we're trying to promote as well. And you don't have to take time out of your day to go to the meetings, especially since some of them are starting to turn into 4, 5, 6 hour long meetings.
Wow, are they really getting
Yes,
that crazy?
They are starting to get a little crazy. It depends on the meeting in general, but yeah, they can be long, and you probably don't need to see all of it. Some of it doesn't pertain to you, but a lot of it does.
There's nap times.
There are nap times. and the wonderful part is that we have video, which means you can fast forward through all the parts that you don't want to.
My favorite.
So you don't have to sit there being like, are they going to get to my thing yet? You know?
I've been to a couple of them before when we had a restaurant many years ago, and we've been to a few of them, and sometimes they're pretty nice and easy. Sometimes they get a little bit of.
Oh yeah, there's
like,
some good drama in there too. Like, sometimes I like Jonathan's going to be like, oh, this one was a spicy one, and then he'll
spicy.
He'll give me like
that.
a 5-minute thing. I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that just happened there. And if he wasn't there, I wouldn't know.
That's true, right? Because you're going to get the synopsis from him. And I want to thank Jonathan because he has decided that we have had enough episodes to be a series?
A series.
On TV,
yeah. So on Channel 5, so if you're in Vail or Avon and you have Comcast.
We're big.
You can now see these two lovely ladies every week.
Yeah, it's on Thursdays?
Thursdays.
I think it's 6.
Yeah, something like that.
I always say between 6 and 7 because I can never remember what you told me. So people have to watch like Sanford and Son and then us.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love Sanford and Son, okay?
Yeah. So make sure not to miss them, but also make sure not to miss the Chatbox. So.
Yeah. And Jen, I know you've met Casey.
Casey's absolutely amazing. Another one of our unsung heroes that's behind the scenes. I think she's in Denver, though, mostly.
Yeah, so she's mostly in Denver. She is our education and engagement director. So she definitely does a lot of outreach, but also sort of points me around. I'm basically her underling. So
you're her lackey.
Yeah, I'm her lackey. Lowest on the totem pole. But I love working with her. She is an amazing human being, really altruistic, and really cares about our community and really wants to make sure that the youth get what they need. She helps run our film camp every summer and really helps make sure that we have great programming. She also does a bunch of classes at CMC. So this spring, we're doing a sort of civic engagement class for CMC, which is sort of like Civics 101. So if you're interested, they just got a grant. So maybe look into that if you sort of want to know more about what's going on in government of all levels, from local all the way up to national. So
that really is important.
Casey, we absolutely love you and adore you.
Yes, we do.
So big
Casey, big one. We have hearts on for you.
Yeah, well, we love all. We have,
and then there's Austin, and there's a couple of other people that just really do a lot for you guys.
Oh yeah, 100%. Austin's awesome.
Austin.
He's Jonathan's underling. He covers a bunch.
He's Jonathan's lackey.
Yeah. He covers a bunch of the government meetings and helps with the programming and stuff, and we love Austin as well. I think we here have such a wonderful team of people who are really passionate about community media and making sure that the Vail Valley has the best in media coverage that it can, especially since we're losing media companies left and right over the past couple of years.
Those, here's the deal. When it's feel-good media, it sticks around because you can get a stigma when you're always talking about this one thing and just constantly banging it out. It gets old. But with High Five Access, you guys have so many different things, all the octopuses. So there's so many things going on that there's always something different that somebody can relate to or check into or anything like that. Now, we've mentioned the key players here at High Five, but you have some amazing volunteers as well.
Yes. Including you, Liz.
Yay! Yeah, we love that.
Yeah, no, you guys have been wonderful volunteers, and going back to our volunteer opportunities, we work closely with any age, really, as Liz said, ranging from her all the way down to high school. And it's just really wonderful volunteers who are also really passionate about media and, talking and helping our community grow, so.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's really wonderful.
For me, like when I was younger, I'm like, volunteer, do I get paid? No. I'm not doing it.
Right.
But we have so many young minds here that they want to do it. They want to be involved and they want to learn and grow. And I'm like, wow, what a great generation. You know?
Well, and
Seriously.
what an awesome opportunity to be surrounded by media. And
Yeah.
it is, the way we tell our stories. And there's so many different, opportunities within media. It's such a great medium, is what I'm trying to say, to share your story, and you guys provide multiple ways to do that, which is really cool.
Yeah, no, it's super awesome. And so if you are ever interested in doing sort of learning more about media or being on a production, as we said before, 4th of July, that's going to be our next one that you can come volunteer at. We really hope
so much fun.
It's so much fun. Really a great time all around. And then, Liz, you went and did a couple of our Game of the Weeks.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So in the fall, we cover some of the local sports. So we'll go to Battle Mountain, Eagle Valley, Vale Christian, Vale Mountain School, and we'll cover one of their games and just sort of give an opportunity to the kids to practice media, but also to show off some of the wonderful.
They get exposure.
Yeah, they get some exposure. Some of the wonderful athletes here in the valley, and then our community can then go and watch the game on our YouTube channel, High Five Media. High Five Access Media is our YouTube channel. So if you ever want to see any of our Game of the Week games, you can go see them there. But as Liz did volunteer for one of a couple of those games and work the camera, how did you feel about that, Liz?
Okay, so I was enjoying it a lot. But then when I realized, you got to follow the ball. Just so focus on somebody standing there. It became more challenging. But if I didn't learn how to use a camera from you in the class here, but then I was getting really good. I'm like, I start moving before the ball goes. And then I start coming back before the ball goes back. And then I could get a good shot. And you feel like you're an artist almost because you start playing with things and then you get excited when you got a really good shot. And it's really cute. And I love doing it. So I had a great time. And you have that lovely kid that comes in and does all the announcing, the play-by-plays.
Yes, Jordan. He is such a wonderful
Hi, Jordan.
Hello, Jordan. Hopefully, maybe you'll see it. He's a very wonderful human being, really passionate about sports casting, and he hasn't really gotten many opportunities to practice that in his life.
Well, you guys gave him one, and that's what matters.
Yeah, 100%. And now he's looking at colleges to try and get into it, and it really helps me over the past couple of years work really closely with some of these kids and see them start to get really passionate about media and then go off to school to go learn more about it. And
don't you feel that in certain cases, if a child feels limited and then they come to you and you realize that you can show them that they're boundless and that they can go and be out there in the world and function just like anybody else. But they might not have felt that unless they came here first.
Yeah, no, 100%. I really have a passion for teaching and showing people that they are capable of more than they think they are, and especially the youth. Nowadays, it feels hard. This sort of work is sort of stigmatized about being hard to get into or being very cutthroat, but I love to push back on that, saying that you can definitely make it in this industry.
Oh, yeah.
You can be really creative storyteller and really make sure that your voice is heard through all the noise that's out
And there's
there.
also so many aspects of the industry that people can go into. You don't always have to be like in front of the mic. There's more stuff that goes on behind that mic that is insane, and it's more important. Because we don't look very good unless we're getting edited.
That's not true, Liz. Both of you are gorgeous, gorgeous people.
I love you. But you know what I mean, Jen. Don't you feel confident that because you took the classes, that you can come in here and you don't feel insecure or you don't feel nervous about anything?
Absolutely. And I think, I feel like we really we found our home. Like there is that family aspect. And when you're nurturing, from an education standpoint and not just throwing people into the fire, you are growing, and it does you feel more connected to the craft and to the people that you're working with. And you realize that it's not just you and I, it takes a team. It takes a village, to make something really cool. And it wouldn't be be as fun without all of the moving pieces.
I know. And when you say that it's not expensive to get into this, let me tell you guys something. I think it costs us $25 to join.
Yeah, just $25.
It's a year.
Yeah.
$25, that's like a couple of them real expensive coffee jobs. But the high octane mocha latte extravaganza.
I forgot to get my coffee job this morning.
I make mine at home.
Yeah.
I'm just working with a can right now. So
We're all getting up there. But what I'm saying is that for $25 a year, not only can you join and learn and check out equipment and become your own individual person that you might not have even realized that you wanted to do more than you are, but you can even maybe become a podcaster one day or become something behind the scenes and learn so much stuff. Yeah. So not only are you guys here for the community, but you're also here for the individuals that want to get into this format and this career.
Yes.
And I mean, what a great way to get involved for $25 a year.
No, 100%, Liz. And I do want to reiterate how much of a stepping stone we are. So just thinking about this room alone, this podcasting studio, it probably cost us about $9,000 to $10,000 to make sure that all of this is together for all of us. And so you get the value of using really wonderful professional grade equipment for practically nothing. If you think about it, for a whole year, $25, that's like, if anything, half of a meal out around here.
One of those meal jobs.
Yeah, right.
But you know what else is cool? You wouldn't have this studio if not for volunteers and donations. And now we know that there's a special person that donated a decent amount towards this.
Yes. So this whole room was definitely made in part by one special donor who wants to stay anonymous.
That's big. That's altruism right there.
That is altruism.
I want everyone to know it was my money.
Yeah. Look at me throwing around stacks and everything. But yeah, it's because of wonderful people in our community that we can have this resource for everyone. You, Dana, anyone that wants to come in and do a podcast, all through a wonderful donation by this individual, which sort of, I guess, will lead me into, if you do want to help out the organization and help make sure that your community has wonderful programming, such as these two ladies here, you can go to highfivemedia.org/donate and give a donation there. We would really appreciate it, and it really helps our organization stay in the community for the community, and also be able to grow some of our programming so we can have more outreach to youth as well as community members at large.
So well said.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
I only practiced that like 5 times.
You didn't practice anything. I know you. You just took another swig of caffeine. So it is Giving Tuesday. Colorado Gives is the entire month, and then Eagle County Gives lands on this special Tuesday. And it's one day a year where you can really pick your favorite non-for-profit organization and just do a little something for them. You can do little bits amount for a bunch, or you can just throw down for one special one. Yeah. And I would have picked High Five Access Media even if I didn't have a podcast here. You know, I just think that what you guys do is so important. And the fact that you work with all the other non-for-profits, it's all really one big happy family, and you take care of everybody. So even if you're donating to High Five, you're still giving back to a lot of other non-for-profit organizations here.
That is so well put, Liz.
I didn't practice it either.
No, you're so right, Liz. Like, we do have outreach to all sorts of nonprofits here in the community, and I think that this community is so wonderful because it's small, which means that everyone knows everyone, and therefore all of our nonprofit community members can sort of work together and make sure that we lift each other up and give the best to this community that we can. That's really all of our goals. So no matter who you donate to, just donate today. Really help out the nonprofit organizations here in the community, because for every dollar that you give them, they give $3 back to the community.
Easily.
It doesn't really matter who you.
You're also providing access where otherwise people would not have it.
Oh,
And
It's
think about
and
it, there's
visibility.
no more real, I mean, with the exception of radio, we love radio.
We do love radio.
But there's really no other media outlets here at all. There's no face-to-face, one-on-ones, anything. So you're it, Tad.
Yeah, I know, right?
And no pressure.
Yeah, right. No pressure whatsoever.
But what I think that is good about it is that you guys are caring, you're wonderful, and all the altruism that comes out of everybody that is involved here at High Five. We don't need any other outlets but here.
Well, I really appreciate that, Liz. I really think the thing is that we are made by the community. We're not some big corporation that has come swooping in out from the East or West Coast to take over and just trying to profit off of our community. We're a nonprofit to start off with, but mostly we just want to hear more Valley voices, and we want to make sure that the Valley has a voice and that their problems are addressed or at least listened to. And that, our community members feel that this is a safe space to say whatever is on their mind.
I love that.
Well, that was so well said.
Yes.
I don't even know where to go from there. That was really, really good.
Well, it's so important, and I think I think people need to know that this exists, and so I think this is part of why we wanted to do that, because Liz and I said, when I found out that you guys were here for 40 years, I was like, I had no idea.
Right?
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. Actually.
felt like I was
I'm
living
like,
under a
40
rock.
years, what the frick? And obviously, we've sort of been in the shadows for a while. We were covering government meetings for a while, and then we had some other bigger name media outlets, TV8 and stuff here that people were more attached to, which is understandable. They had bigger budgets, better equipment, and whatnot. But
Now we have their equipment.
Yeah, now we have their equipment. Liquidating assets. But yeah, now we have very wonderful equipment. And what I think we have that these other companies don't have is what I said before. We are made by community.
I love that.
Which is so wonderful. And the biggest, even if you don't have money to donate, think about some time
For volunteering.
for volunteering, or do what these two wonderful ladies have done. Come in and produce a show. They are addressing one of the most important issues here in the Valley, which is mental health. It's plagued us since I was born and raised here. It's plagued this community since
this
I've been born.
community, especially, it feels like it's more palpable.
It does. I think it's a disparity with economic ties, but also long winters and short days and all that. And there's all sorts of issues, which I'm sure you guys go through in depth in all of your talks with people.
Yeah.
But they have come in and they have produced a show that adds value to the community, which we love, and we love our community producers. So if you don't have money to donate or don't have time to volunteer, I know you have a story. So come on in, talk to me. I'd be happy to make sure that your voice is heard here.
Yeah, now what's your email address so people can reach you?
So if you do want to reach out, go to brett@highfivemedia.org. I'll put it on the base. Brett@highfivemedia.org. Here, where's my wind chimes? Feel free to feel free to email this email, and I'd be happy to get you started. We could talk pre-production, we could talk production. All you have to do is email me, and I can get you into the process of making sure that you have your own show if you really want.
And you will be so glad that you did. Not only we have this podcast, but there's an opportunity here at High Five to produce all kinds of stuff.
Whatever
if
you
you
want.
have something that you want to have, like a cooking show or a talk show or a music show or anything like that, there are so many opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
And it's right here. It's right here at your fingertips.
Yes. Yes, exactly. We have the equipment. We have the know-how. We love we'll hold your hand through the entire process, make sure you get your feet under you, and make sure that you get the best product out that you can make. So
I would have never felt this confident doing a podcast. And I did it. We did it for 2 years beforehand, but we were just told where to sit and go. But I mean, it was also a great experience. Don't get me wrong. The growth is important. And Jen and I mean, well, we were close before we started this, but I feel like it's really, really just brought us to sisterhood. You know, I mean, I just love you to death. And I love you to death. And I met you at TV8 and improv through the Vail Valley Theater Company. Another outlet for you to get involved in if you are bored or lonely or
100%.
missing a community aspect or anything like that. But joining High Five is, you know, you never think that, wow, I can be part of another family?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have families with your job, you have your family, you have your family of friends, and you have your little community groups. But this is a whole nother family. H-Fam!
H-Fam. H-Fam. High five. High five.
All right, is there anything else we would like to add? Because I just want to stress how important it is. The smallest donation to the biggest donation to something like High Five Access Media makes it continue on. It gives it much more longevity. I mean, 40 years is great, but we want 40 more. And we want to bring this to the public so we can all be part of something really big. And media is turning good now.
Yes.
And we report only the beautiful things in life. So we can really grow this puppy and get involved. Get involved.
Yes.
Be a voice in your community.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yes, exactly. I couldn't have said it better than both of you for sure. Yeah, donate to help this organization stay strong and grow. And here I'll just give a little list of why you should donate.
Yay.
Help stay civically engaged. Make sure that all public government meetings are public for the community and easily accessible. Help education programs for the youth, especially in media and media literacy. Help programming such as Jen and Liz stay up with the best equipment. Wonderful volunteer opportunities for the youth and the community at large, as well as wonderful classes at both CMC and here on 281 Metcalf Road, which is our local studio. So.
And it's right here in Avon, and it's a beautiful building and such beautiful people. And if you are wondering who to donate to for Tuesday, Giving Tuesday, I almost forgot it. For Giving Tuesday, for Colorado Gives and taking care of the community, High Five Access Media is the place to donate to.
Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome. We love you. Jen,
We love
anything?
you.
No, I'm just so happy to be at home with our
Yeah.
family. It truly does. It feels like a home and it feels like a family. And we're so grateful to High Five Access Media for having us and hosting us and teaching us. And for also extending what you do to the community. This is for everybody, and I think that's just one of the coolest things ever. You make it, this, which is a dream for a lot of people, accessible to everybody, and I just think that's absolutely beautiful.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's absolutely perfect, Jen. You are so correct.
That is really cute. And so this is it, everybody. It is a very special edition of the Chatbox Vail podcast coming to you from High Five Access Media. Jen Saito, I'm Liz Farron, and our very special guest, Brett Ferraro from High Five Access Media. You have picked the perfect organization to donate to for Giving Tuesday. Thank you again. We love you.
We love you.
Ah.
We love you.
Yay!
Yay!
Scene.
Octopus heart.
Octopus heart.